So, hello everyone. I'm Allison. I'm Allison Lester from Montreal, Canada. Jared,
Hi.
my husband, and we have an amazing call tonight. We're going to be hearing from some other health coaches as well, how they've integrated Purium and why it was the solution that they were looking for. Like why it was the missing piece to their puzzle. So, I'm going to be hosting the call tonight, and I didn't start as a health coach. I was not a health coach before I started this journey, but actually go back to that slide there. So that was good. So unlocking new possibilities for health coaches, healing ourselves deeper, supporting our clients better, and earning residual income. So that's what this is all about today. So from feeling stuck to making a real impact. So like I said, I wasn't officially a health coach. I never studied that in school. I have a lot of other credentials that are in the health and wellness space. I have a few certifications in yoga, Thai yoga massage, breath work, doing other things like I was doing meal prep and catering to help people. I always wanted to help people. I actually studied psychology, but dropped out. I studied working with children on the autism spectrum, but dropped out because that did not resonate with me in the style that they were that I was being trained in, which is yeah. So I mean, I always just wanted to help people, especially kids with learning disabilities. And then as I got older, moms or women suffering with mental health. And this was my story. So I always had a heart to help, but I did struggle a lot with school. And so some of those things got in the way where I didn't really see myself ever getting to be certified. And also that I didn't see myself being able to get organized in that way to get paid. So I don't know if you're like me, but if you're like me, you've always been a helper. You've always been the person that people go to when they're having problems. You've always been that big open heart, the shoulder to cry on. But then at the same time, what happens is if we don't have that way to monetize eventually, because we only have so much capacity that we can give, we end up depleting ourselves and facing burnout and not being able to care for ourselves. And so that's a cycle that often happens even as a yoga teacher. And I know, I wasn't even getting to practice my own practice because I was just in survival of serving others because I needed that for money. And as we've seen with health coaches, some health coaches are struggling themselves personally with their own health issues, but they're overworking themselves just to get enough clients, to get themselves out there. So these are some of the problems that health coaches face that we've seen is so they need to always be working on themselves to set an example, of course, but they may not have time or resources to be able to devote to themselves as much as they need to. They want and let's be real, a lot of health coaches go into the health coaching because they've been struggling with their own health issues. So a lot of people are healing themselves while, they're needing to help others as well. They're having trouble with clients wanting to commit to something like a 90-day transformation or something that is long-term enough that they get the results. A lot of people, what they've seen, and even myself before this program came into my life, getting I was doing, like, I would follow medical medium and do his detox and follow, Dr. Morse and do a cleanse. And I was following different parasite cleanses. But the thing is I would go kind of yo-yo. I would, and please let me know in the comments if this relates, but I would start things and I would feel the benefits, like I would do a juice cleanse and be drinking celery juice every morning and feeling good, feeling the difference, but it wasn't sustainable. And so I know a lot of health coaches face this when they're helping their clients, is how to create a sustainable lifestyle so that they can be empowered to do it themselves. Go back to that slide. Sorry. So yeah, recommending limited, basically like even what they were recommending, especially online, people are in different environments where they may not have access to organic whole food and more, maybe higher quality supplements and stuff like that. People are in food deserts sometimes. And so it's harder to be recommending. They were also relying on a linear income. So that means, transactional, one sale at a time, like one client at a time. And when that client was finished, then it was, having to find new clients, and you don't get paid on a residual level. So needing to also, I know a lot of health coaches that need to hire coaches just because they need to, have the support that they're looking for as well. So that's some of the problems. A solution, this was the solution that we found, is that this program is complete nutrition and gut support, very complete and thorough. Colon cleansing, opening the detox pathways, easy to follow, amazing structure for our clients and for ourselves to be able to offer our clients, and that we get to lead by example, and we get to be starting with ourselves. Every client, every single coach that works with this program has been a product of the product. They've experienced the upgrade themselves. They've experienced this health transformation, and that's why they recommend it in their offering now. And so how they streamline. So this is, Jerry, you want to go into that a little?
Sure.
Yeah.
So because the food itself and the program is very easy to adopt, it's a new ritual that you do every day. The income model, the opportunity itself follows a similar approach where it's organically added to what you're already doing. And over time, this could become a residual income stream like it was for us. So when we talk about residual income, that's essentially when you do something once and you're paid for it over and over again, which is what happens when a customer or client has a good product experience. They like how they feel, nourishing their body, working on their digestive system and their gut health. So they stick with it. They stay on what's called a smart order subscription. And that's just passive income. It's consumable. It's not just a one and done. And this is how we've seen, we've opened up a lot of opportunity this way. So, if a lot of people are already recommending products.
So yeah, this is actually interesting. This is before I ever could call myself a health coach, is when I was just getting started on my own healing journey with Purium, that I recommended this to, well, I actually, how I did it was I asked a nutritionist her opinion on this product line.
And we could show who that is.
Yeah, so it was Sarah Brandow. We met her in Belize. And what was so cool, when I showed her our parasite cleanse, just for her own opinion, I was curious what she thought of it. It was all the same herbs that she was already recommending for her clients. And she was like, oh, I have to send, and she works remote because she travels a lot. And she says, oh, I have to send my clients to get this here and that there, and this one in Chinatown. Oh my God, this is everything that I'm already recommending in one. So it's already, the food, which is it's already the food that, other health coaches are recommending. And this was another example of another partner that is another health coach. She works as a raw plant-based health coach. So she helps people transition to a raw plant-based lifestyle. And this has helped her so much because she was already also just recommending all these like nutrient-rich organic foods. But from now we get to recommend from a really high quality source. So instead of just sending our clients to Whole Foods, which we know those some of those are questionable sources, and just all over the place, and on Amazon, here we get a really trusted source to recommend.
And along with the organic certification, all the ingredients have third-party testing, certificates of analysis showing that there are no contaminants, no heavy metal traces in all the sourced ingredients. So that goes a long way for anyone who wants to share food that is of pure quality, and all that's available online.
Yeah, with guarantee. So we helped, so here's actually a poster with Sarah Brando when we did a group cleanse. And, we offer support. I think this is such a key piece that's missing for a lot of health coaches, is once they finish their certification, they're on their own to organize their own group cleanses, promote themselves, widen their reach, get their clients and all that. Oftentimes they have to pay out, they have to outsource a lot of this support. So we have that all included. We helped, Sarah and many other health coaches create group transformations, webinars like this. and so much other support to support the health coaches.
And you could leverage what's already in place. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel or create new platforms or structures, at least to begin with, because you can use the tools and the Zoom calls and the recordings that we have in place, a lot of graphics, things like that. So it's a real plug and play in terms of getting large groups to begin a cleanse, to be motivated and held accountable.
Yeah, it's where you can leverage, we've created systems, Purium has created systems, but then also just like on top of layers of just these incredible, talented health coaches stepping up to like, even elevate even the systems and the tools even more. So we have a really turnkey system that leverages that we don't have to carry all, like we want hundreds of people to join our cleanses, of course, and we can't do that alone. And so when people are health coach and of course they want to get a lot of clients, but oftentimes is like, it's overwhelming for one person. So we offer that leverage support.
And along with that support, there is a community aspect, which is another important medicine in this process.
Very important medicine.
Yeah, for Allison and I, creating a community was an opportunity to really, for Allison to manifest her ability to help people, to truly help them, and through community bonds and knowing that there's support there that's already built in. It doesn't need to start from scratch. This is a really amazing thing that you can leverage.
Yeah, some of these pictures are actually from a Purium convention, and I remember my first time there just looking around, and I was like that, like black sheep, let me know if also in the comments if you can relate, but just that person who was like the health nut that no one else related with, just because I cared, not because I was a health nut, but it's all relative. And so when you grow up with, everyone kind of in the standard American diet and just status quo, when you start to question things and start to eat cleaner and, want organic and, want to do better, sometimes you're looked at like, you're a little ostracized. So I loved when I showed up at this Purium convention, just saw all these glowing, shiny, healthy faces and people who cared like I did about, what our children eat and what we put in our bodies, where we're not like looked at as weird or like Karens, for caring. I call myself, I'm a Karen. I'm not a Karen. So I'm like, yeah, I wanted to be around other people who care like I do. And our community becomes, what's so cool is our happy customers. I think we're going to get into that on another slide. Are we?
This last one.
This is okay. Sure. So our happy customers turn into our partners and like the people. So I wasn't a health coach when I started this, like I said, but the person who introduced this to me was, actually, she's a functional medicine doctor. And when I became this transformed my life. I was actually in fashion. I was a stylist when this found me. And this transformed my life so much that I needed to get in the role of helping others, which I didn't know was part of the medicine as well. Like once our customers, once our clients have this transformation, they enter into another level of their healing journey, which actually brings them into empowerment to become healers themselves, to share this and to help other people, which is so rewarding, so deeply, deeply rewarding, and so part of the healing. And so we create a community that is just, people who we've just touched, like, and we've shared this with over 10,000 people directly and indirectly. We've been able to touch over 10,000 people we could have never touched as just a solo health coaches, no matter how talented or, powerful we were. And that is just a testament, first of all, that the food is so effective. This gut repair is so effective. People stick with it. And that those customers end up becoming brand partners themselves and then sharing it. And then that just grows and grows. So we're going to hear from a few health coaches and people who work with health coaches now. I'm so excited. Kiev is an old friend that actually I've known for so long, and she was the first friend that was open to trying this with me. And then she's a jewelry designer by trade, but I know she's always had a heart to help, and she's always loved freedom and just with that lifestyle, helping inspire people of what's possible in this life. And so, Kiev, if you can share for a few minutes just what this has done for you and how you've been able to help health coaches as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I love this presentation, and it was so overdue that we do this and share. So I'm Kiev Posey. I'm from Montreal. Like Allison said, I've known her for now, I think we're going on 20 years this year. I was friends with her little brother and jumped into this 6 years ago now. I'm a certified functional nutrition counselor. My path started off as a jeweler. I'm an artist. My biggest goal in life is to be free. Anyone who's known me long enough, who's known me my entire life, my thing has always been I need to be free. I can't have people telling me what to do, when to do it. I need to decide all of that on my own. And as a jewelry designer, I will not hide this from you. I make silver and gold jewelry. I work with diamonds. I work with stones, and and then I sell them. Okay? And when I do that, you know how I feel inside? I feel like I'm not actually helping. I'm not helping people in any way. And I needed something that I felt like I was creating a need for people, and it's great. It's my passion. It's my art. There's a lot of emotion that goes into my artwork. There's a lot of things that go into my artwork, but was I really helping people, right? Because my philosophy is the only thing that we need to do in life is be healthy, be happy, and share that, right? And by making jewelry, I felt like I was creating a little bit of a need. And when I stepped into this business, I realized that this is where I can help people. And that's what inspires me so much about this business, is because I get to help people on so many different levels, and one of them being your health, which is the number one thing that is more important than anything else in the world, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything else, right? And so this is where I thrive, and this is where I feel like I have a purpose, because we're helping people. And so it's great to help people as, a functional nutrition consultant. That's really, really fun. And to help people with their health. But helping people build is a whole other story. I've brought on multiple different kinds of people: detox specialists, nutritionists, yoga teachers, yoga studio owners, fitness trainers. And the one thing they all have in common is that they are making linear income. And if you know what that means I'll give you an example of someone who's come into this business, who does one-on-one consultations, who does workshops, who works in a clinic, and who like prepares, for example, she's doing $2,000 programs for her clients. That's great. Awesome. You're getting paid $2,000 with one client, but this is a one-time payment. It's a one-time opportunity. This opportunity that we have and that we're offering and that we're guiding people to do makes it that it's not just linear income. It's not just a one-time thing. It becomes residual income. So to explain that a little further, clients that I had 5 years ago that I invested my time and energy in at that moment, who decided to purchase, for example, the ULT, the products that, Allison and Jerry were just sharing, who bought 5 years ago. They bought one time. Well, you know what they did? They continued to reorder throughout time. So the time and energy that I invested 5 years ago is still rewarding me financially 5 years later. And so that's what we mean by creating residual income. It's being able to make ex, um, what's the word? It's the ability to keep having a growing income. Exponential income is the word that I was looking for. Thank you. And exponential income over the years, and not just a one-time payment from one program, from one consultation, from one workshop. Same thing with fitness instructors. I have a fitness trainer who was getting paid to do the fitness trainings, and along that he was preparing, he was giving meal programs, like meal prep programs, to his clients that he wasn't even getting paid for. Like there was nothing, he was just like, okay, this is what you're going to buy, this is what you're going to eat. And like and then there's nothing coming out of that financially, right? These are, I have another health coach who she was recommending superfood supplements, telling people in her community, like, okay, go get wormwood, go get cloves, go get cascara sagrada so that you can do a cleanse. And so people were going to the health food store, buying all these different things to do a cleanse, and she wasn't getting rewarded for it in any way. So what's amazing is that when you decide to do this business, to add this to your already existing business, you get rewarded for it. And so a lot of health coaches are missing out on an opportunity to make extra income, to make extra residual income on top of that, not just an extra stream of income, but really extra residual income that lasts throughout time. And so it's beautiful because we get to coach these people for free. It's not, they don't even have to pay for anything. A lot of people are paying for life coaches nowadays. A lot of people are paying for business coaches. This comes in for free. We're here to guide and support. There's a whole community of people there to help answer questions, to find the answers, to be fully, it's a company that is fully transparent. And so to me, it's an absolute no-brainer to add this opportunity to your already existing business. So anyone who's, we're here to help people. We're here to help them with their health. And I love that we get to help people create that extra revenue, because I think that's where the money should be. It should be in us helping each other out. It should be in us helping people get healthy and feeling good. It should be in us preventing ourselves from having to go to medicine right away, right? That should be our second, third, fourth option, right? And so I think that it's super important, and I think we should be rewarded for the time and energy that we put in, and not just one time, but over time. And so thank you so much for inviting me here. It's always a pleasure to share.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy day. And Kiev is also a mother of two. And, you can see, by the way, I'm wearing all Kiev jewelry. This is the only jewelry I wear. But she's a very busy woman, and it is just so incredible what you've been able to build through this and help so many health coaches. I love that you said too that we save our clients money, because it is expensive too, as well, for the services that are out there that we provide. So thank you so much, Kiev. And I'm so excited to welcome our other guest, who's also, she's an incredible health coach. We got to meet her in California. She welcomed us into our homes. We got to know her so well. And I've always just been so inspired. Leslie, I just would love if you could share. You have such an amazing history in the health coaching world, and how has, and just an incredible example of longevity in this foods, and how vibrant and incredible you are. So please share.
All right. So I am Leslie Ray Tucker, and my health coaching business is called Leslie Ray Health. And I have a yoga background like Allison. I'm an RYT yoga instructor, and I got my certification through IIN for health coaching, Institute of Integrative Nutrition. Any other IIN people out there? Probably. Anyway, after getting my health coach certification 8 years ago, I started working for a medical weight loss company in the San Francisco Bay Area. And it was, I liked my job, but it was very, I felt conflicted, because they recommended medication. It was super like medication based. So they would prescribe, phentermine, phendimetrazine. And then it was right when Ozempic was first coming out. So it was, and then all day long, I was meeting every 15 minutes with clients and giving them lab manufactured vitamin shots and selling what I thought were subpar vitamins and different, whey protein powder with sucralose and stuff like that. And I became one of the top salespeople for the company, but I had this conflicted feeling, like, I know that there's better foods out there, and there's a better solution out there. Plus, it was frustrating for me because people would lose weight, they'd quit the program, get off medication, and then I would see them come back a year later. So it was this cycle of we weren't really getting to the root issue. And so I was like, there has to be a better solution out there of dealing with what the real root issue is. And so I found Purium about 4 years ago, and I just started using the products myself. I had been on a quest to find the perfect protein powder, and I finally found it with Purium, and then got turned on to, you know, their other awesome superfoods and started using them myself and getting compliments all the time on my skin and, you know, my hair and just everything, my disposition. And so it made me realize that there was a better solution, which I truly believe is repairing, helping to reset people's gut health. And so now I use Purium products as my protocol for my own health coaching practice. And I don't know if y'all know this, but the hunger hormone, the hunger hormone ghrelin is in your gut. And so if you can reset your gut health, you're going to help people with their actual, you know, how hungry they are. And so I love that about it. Another thing is I wasn't getting paid for being the top salesperson in my company. And, you know, it's like I would get high fives and maybe a Starbucks gift card. Woohoo. But I wasn't getting anything for that. And I was limited on how far I could go with my company. So, and I was limited in the fact that I had to be at a brick and mortar business and also in specific time, you know, hours of the day that I had to be there. So what I love about my situation now is I am able to work from home. I live in, I think, the most beautiful area of the country, Southern Oregon. And I get to be around my husband all day because he also works from home. And, you know, also I get to go on vacation when I want to go. So those are some of the things that I'm very grateful for. Thank you.
And Leslie is also a mother of how many? You have 4 or 5?
5.
5 and a grandmother. And
yeah, I'll be 61 in June.
I mean, it's just incredible. I love watching you continue to grow more and more beautiful as you grow and just giving us all hope of what we can look like at 60 and plus. And thank you so much for being also, because yeah, we just need, you know, all of us, each one of us can reach different people. Each one of us is here for different people, and each one of us can be a health coach, you know, of our own style. I personally, I didn't do the integrative nutrition or any of these other programs. Actually, my mother was like, I'll order from you when you get your INN certificate or something. And I was like, no, I'm going to do this without it. And I stuck to that. And I call myself an empower mentor. That's my own, I made up my own title. So I like to empower people. But yeah, a lot of the missing piece that we see that's missing in a lot of health practitioners is the gut. And what we have is so unique to repairing the gut because it's not just the pre and the probiotics, which, you know, and there's degrees to quality on that, which we have the best quality. And so some people are using just over the counter type of pre and probiotics or from different things. But ours is so unique that it's a pre and a probiotic that also is proven clinically to detox glyphosate. So that's a missing piece that a lot of just health practitioners in general miss, and that we have here why it's so effective. But Jar, you were going to share, I think we had one more. Okay. So this is, yeah. So this is this is our call to action here. We have a spring cleanse that we're all going to be hosting. So all of us together, Leslie and Kiev and a lot of people on this call here, health coaches, are going to be hosting this together, our spring into your optimal vitality. Starting April 1st, we're going to do a 90-day transformation to summer, which is this is like the perfect time now for all our, well, for us personally to, you know, reset our own health as health coaches. It's important that we're always working on ourselves and showing our own healing journey out there. You know, people want to do what we do, not what we say, and they want to see the results. So I encourage that everyone who's maybe been invited to this call or who's listening to the replay to get on their own ULT, just try this for themselves. There's a 60-day money back guarantee. It's so important that you experience this for yourself before you start to think about sharing it. but that you can go in time now to, as you start to feel the benefits. I felt the benefits actually within a few days. It was, I think at day 3, my eczema was like gone. And I was just like, oh my God, I need to start sharing this. Jared was my first customer actually. And so you're going to see,
these are the results.
yeah, Jared, that was his first transformation. And you know, when you start to feel the results, you need to share it with other people. So we're going to be hosting this. So we're going to leverage, you know, your efforts as well to not have it all on you. So you can bring people in, invite them in. We have a whole group which has amazing transformations already in there because we've been doing this for many years, but there's also going to be new transformations daily and just tips and, you know, food swaps and encouraging our customers just to feel like they're part of something. Okay. They're not alone. They're part of a community, and they're going to be carried not just by you, but by the community and by all the inspiration around them. And so we encourage you to try for yourself. You're going to experience it and also get to see how we do the support. And then as you love it, you're going to upgrade for free. The brand partners, actually, you get that code for free that you can share 25% off with all of your customers, your clients. We have health coaches. Actually, Sarah Brando is a good example, or a lot of other health coaches that they get their nutritionists or whatever they are, they get their every client on this as just the baseline so that they can actually work deeper, because until we start to address the root, the gut, and get our nutrition right, then, you know,
digesting and absorbing properly. That's the baseline. So when we've seen this duplicate over and over again is by taking out that, filling in that gap, providing a stepping stone for just cellular nutrition where you're overloading your cells with superfood, with nutrients, and not changing what you're eating radically with any dieting or restrictions, just adding in the good
we
stuff.
meet people exactly where they're at. And that's why it's so effective. And that's why we've been able to reach so many people across the board, no matter where they are in their health. They just add this in and they're going to watch their cravings change, their mental health, all of these things start to transform before their eyes, and they're going to be in empowerment. And that's why we have such lasting change with this program. So please get back to whoever invited you, and or message one of us if you have any questions. And we'd love to help you get started on your health and then be able to help your people. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. And thank you to Kiev and Leslie for your shares. And I look forward to seeing you April 1st. We're going to all be joining together in the Kind Human Healing group, and so much support ahead. So thank you,
everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks so much, Barry. Did you want to share? I was like, I wanted to ask if anyone wants to share anything. Is there any questions or shares? Or
No, I just love Purium. You know that. I get the whole lineup, and I love sharing it. So we're going to be sharing it even more. So this was inspiring because I know a lot of health coaches that want to help their clients more. Yeah, so it's amazing. Melissa's excited.
Great. You just brought in a nutritionist. That's amazing. And Barry runs a really successful meet to marry, like a marriage, matchmaker thing. And
no matchmaker. Transformation. We break through the barriers to love. Then we help empower dating. Right. Oh, no.
No, not matchmaker, empower dating, but how you integrate it into your program is just so beautiful. We can all of the health professionals out there, all the people who are here to help are able to integrate this program. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks,
Barry.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good night.